When we saw the shocking incident at the end of last year with the Bondi massacre, we as a nation had to talk about the fact that we don't have strong enough laws when it comes to hate speech.
There we go. There it is. We need stronger laws of hate speech after Bondi to protect these people. Because Islamic extremists went out and done this. We need more laws to silence your speech. This is the Uniparty in full effect. This is the Liberal Party that's meant to be right-wing. They're completely left-wing now. It's a complete joke. This is not what any common sense Aussie thinks, and this is not what this community thinks. G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, election coming up in Melbourne, Australia. We just had the South Australian election and we absolutely smashed it. We got 7 seats when they were laughing. The left-wing propaganda were laughing, saying one nation wouldn't get any seats. And then we got 7 beating the Liberal Party. The tides are changing. Australians are speaking up. What Albo's done, you know, with this $20 million advert, wasting our taxpayer money to tell you not to have your tyre pressure too low, blow up your tyres and remove weight out of your car, take off your roof racks. It's a complete joke. And then arresting our war heroes. All this has been covered the last week, but we've got to talk about Jess Wilson, the Liberal Party running candidate, take on the Labor Party in Melbourne. The Uniparty is in full effect. I'm going to show you this clip from earlier in the year, and I cannot believe that the Liberal Party, the Uniparty, this is the best they have to offer. And I'm going to get worked up in this video because it makes me very angry what we're about to watch. But this is the best they have to offer Melbourne. One Nation is going to absolutely destroy the Liberal Party this election because this is meant to be the young gun on the scene. The new go-getter. Speak up for young people. But do they speak up for Australians? Let's have a look.
I spent my weekend with various Chinese communities. I note that many of them were here today celebrating Chinese New Year. And this is alongside the Australian Indian community, all of the different multicultural communities that make our state so great. These are groups that make our state stronger. And
sounds like the Greens and the Labor Party, doesn't it? But trust me, it gets worse.
I spend an enormous amount of time talking to them, understanding the issues that they care about, and ensuring that they feel heard and protected in this state. When we saw the shocking incident at the end of last year with the Bondi massacre, we as a nation had to talk about the fact that we don't have strong enough laws when it comes to hate speech.
There we go. There it is. We need stronger laws of hate speech after Bondi to protect these people. Because Islamic extremists went out and done this. We need more laws to silence your speech. This is the Uniparty in full effect. This is the Liberal Party that's meant to be right-wing. They're completely left-wing now. It's a complete joke. This is not what any common sense Aussie thinks, and this is not what this community thinks. You think that we need stronger speech laws to protect them after Bondi. What's that got to do with the Chinese community, Islamic extremists going and shooting up a beach? They came here probably to be Australian. Why are you dividing us in communities now? This is the new Australia from Albo. You're meant to be against the Labor Party. Albo's new thing is we're all different communities. We're not one. We're not all Australian. He's creating division with Australians and every community in Australia. He's saying we're not all here to be Australian and assimilate. Now there's different communities. You need laws to protect these communities. Put Australians second because it will upset people calling them out. Have a listen to this.
We don't have strong enough protections when it comes to minorities in this state. And I was proud to stand up and put forward a plan to combat hate and to combat the very type of hate speech that makes it harder for these communities to live in this state.
How after Bondi do you get that we need stronger speech laws to protect these communities? What are you talking about? How is normal people calling out Islamic extremists that you should be calling out? Terrorists. Actually, I've got to censor that word on YouTube because I keep getting taken down for it. But how can you allow this? You're so weak, your Uniparty attempt, going left-wing leaning. Don't listen to Albo. It's not going to help you. You need to go more right-wing. That's why One Nation is on the rise. You don't think a lot of the people that come here, that immigrated to Australia, vote for One Nation. They do. They don't see it as extreme to stick up to be Australian. They came here for a better life, to build Australia and be Australian. They didn't come here to make their own communities and create division and then attack Australians in our speech. How stupid are you to run on this type of speech? Go out there and say, after Bondi, we need to protect these migrant communities that had nothing to do with the attack by silencing Australian speech. What are you talking about, Jess? What are you even thinking going out there and doing this? You have been around the Labor Party and the Greens too long. If you think that's going to make you win an election, you have lost your mind. The immigrant communities aren't going to see that and say, oh, wow, the Liberal Party really sticks up for me. They want to silence Australians. Like, are you insane? I cannot get through the logic of what's going on here, that this person will really go out there and run a campaign on the back of, we need stronger speech laws after Bondi. That's what made Susan Lee lose her job voting for them speech laws. That's what made the coalition nearly collapse, because they went against Australians' will, not wanting silence speech. When you lose freedom of speech, you lose freedom. Unfortunately, that's what's happening in our country now, because they're losing control. The government is losing control because normal common sense Aussies can't afford food, and you want to silence our speech when we get angry calling out the real issues. And you want to call it hate speech and intimidation and harassment, calling out certain communities, and then get us arrested. It's a complete joke. You're a shill. You're a Uniparty puppet going out there with this speech. Sounds exactly verbatim of Labor's speeches non-stop since Bondi. I cannot believe you're out there selling this absolute garbage. It makes me so angry, as you can probably tell, that this is meant to be the opposition to fix Melbourne. I live in Melbourne. One Nation is coming in. You think you can do this speech and Melbourne people are going to listen to you? You have lost your mind. But anyway, before I get too worked up, I'll end the video. Just want to say thank you all for 27,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support on these streams. Thank you for joining the live streams at night. Thank you for liking these videos, commenting down below. Thank you for being members. It's how we can get real common sense voices out there. By supporting communities like this, it means so much to me. It makes me be able to do this more. Thank you for everyone who also buys me a coffee in the description down below. It means so much to me. I'm fully supported by you, so it helps me a lot. So I'm going to keep speaking up. I'm not going to slow down. Anything I said in this video is not hate speech. It's just naming the obvious that Australians and people that have come here and migrated to assimilate to Australia don't want that speech restricted. It's not helping them. Your approach to these issues is actually hurting everyone in Australia. So we're going to keep calling it out. Anyway, we're going to be covering this a lot coming up. Lots more to cover, lots more to expose. Comment down below what you think about all this, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep speaking up for Australia and stand strong, everyone.